Is there any reason that a school counselor is meeting with a 15-year-old girl outside of school up in the middle of the woods?
I have reason, yeah.
Okay.
It's not what...
It is the 5th of April 2023 at 3:41 p.m. deep in the isolated woods of Mason County. A patrol sergeant spots a suspicious scene. A 29-year-old school counselor named Sam stands alone by his motorcycle, claiming he is just offering support to a student, but the officer knows a 15-year-old girl was just seen running from this exact spot. Faye.
Is there any reason that a school counselor is meeting with a 15-year-old girl outside of school up in the middle of the woods?
I have reason, yeah.
Okay.
It's not what they suspected to be.
Okay, well, here's the deal. I've been doing this job for 7 years, and you hiding in the woods.
The situation is far more sinister than a simple counseling session. The girl was found scantily clad miles away from school property. Furthermore, Sam did not just happen to be there. He had been hiding in the dense brush for nearly 45 minutes while the girl's parents frantically searched for her.
Was up here in booty shorts, and parents came up, found a street bike near where her location was showing. She came out of the woods, and some male had ran off and hid in the woods. It's
The girl's father, known as Jesse, had to take extreme measures to flush the predator out. He fired warning shots into the air, which finally compelled Sam to emerge from the darkness. This desperate act by a father highlights the terrified urgency of the moment. The police now realize this is a major predatory crime scene.
I contacted the detective sergeant. He's going to send 2 detectives up here because of the situation, him being school counselor, your daughter being up here with him.
Sam attempts to play games, questioning the officer's authority to detain him, but the sergeant is one step ahead, citing the legal precedent of Terry versus Ohio. The evidence is circumstantial but overwhelming. A school official hiding in the woods with a minor creates immediate, reasonable suspicion of a sex offense.
Let me inform you right now, based on reasonable suspicion,
Sure.
which is Terry v. Ohio, I can reasonably detain you for the time being for an investigation. You were up here, you're 29 years old, you were a school counselor, you were up here with...
What chills the officer the most is not just the crime, but the suspect's reaction. Instead of showing remorse or fear, Sam is seen smirking. This arrogance suggests a predator who believes he is smarter than the law, but detectives are already on their way to uncover the digital trail he tried to hide.
He's weird. He's smirking. When he's asking if he's free to go, I'm informing him no. He's asking why not, and he's sitting there smirking. There's something weird about this guy.
Following the suspicious encounter in the woods, detectives dove into the digital evidence, revealing a disturbing reality. Despite Sam's smirk on the roadside, the girl's phone told a different story. His number was saved as "My Love" with a heart emoji and messages warn it him that her parents had taken his keys, proving a conspiracy to conceal their relationship.
She's going out for a jog. They live down here on was going out on a jog. Mom noticed that she wasn't back yet, started calling, trying to figure out where she's at. Checked the phone app, sees she's up the road. So mom drives up here, finds daughter's phone on this street bike, and daughter nowhere around. Starts to go around the corner, and here comes daughter out around right in front of the car. Starts asking her, well, where's the person that's on this bike? She tells him it's a boy.
While Sam was playing games with the police, his wife Rachel was living a nightmare. She had reported him missing, fearing the worst, only to discover that her husband was not in danger, but was instead destroying their life. To be with a minor, the betrayal was absolute, as she realized his late nights were spent grooming a student.
Yes. I was so worried for him. And then to find out he was just getting caught by police, I was about to give up both of my jobs for him and move wherever he wanted. So he could further his career. He did completely manipulate her too.
The investigation revealed the darkest tool in Sam's arsenal: emotional blackmail. He threatened self-harm if the girl ever revealed their secret, keeping her silent through guilt and fear. This psychological abuse ensured that the victim would defend him even as the walls closed in around them.
But I went in and I was just like, you're going to be completely honest with me, and the second I think you're lying, I'm getting out and I'm leaving and you're never going to hear from me again. Mm-hmm. So I asked name, or like who she was, right? How long it had been going on, and that's when it was like the whole time.
With the digital evidence secured and witness testimonies locked in, police were ready to move. Months after the incident in the woods, Sam returned to his wife's home, believing he could simply collect his belongings and move on, but he walked straight into a trap set by the Mason County Sheriff's Office.
Just from going through her phone, she seemed to like really struggle with the fact that you were in the picture still, and she didn't seem to know quite that she had a feeling, but you know.
Wait, so she didn't know that Sam and I were together?
It seemed like she had a feeling, but I don't think he was clear with her about it.
About like how that was going.
Yeah, because I don't know, and I think it kind of changed
Smirk was gone as deputies moved in to execute the arrest warrant. There was no running into the woods this time as the handcuffs clicked into place. The reality of his actions finally began to weigh on the former counselor. He was now facing multiple felony charges for his abuse of power.
Fit okay? Alright. So these are your Miranda warnings. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. You have the right at this time to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you're being questioned.
Sam, do you have a key to the house here? Yes, because we have a search warrant for the residence, and we don't want to have to force the door open.
In the back of the cruiser, the officer offers a moment of humanity, urging Sam not to harm himself, despite the gravity of the situation. This is standard procedure for high-risk suspects, but it stands in stark contrast to how Sam treated his victim, pushing her toward danger, use behaviors, and exploiting her mental health struggles.
So listen, I know people make mistakes, right? Okay, this is not equaling a conviction right now, it's just probable cause, okay? I know people make mistakes. That being said, it's not the end of life, right? Okay? So, if you could please do me a big favor and do everyone—
Justice was ultimately served, but at a high cost. Sam pleaded guilty to rape in the 3rd degree and was sentenced to 41 years in prison, ensuring he will never harm another student again. His teaching certificate was permanently revoked. Closing. The book on a predator who hid in plain sight.
Alright. Go ahead and turn your head that direction. Sure.